Tonight, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the NFL's most valuable player from 2015. It's Cam Newton.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running,
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
When you often speak of scripts to start a game, does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. Now, it's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
This pass finds its way to Williams, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Taking it about the 36. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 99 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now back to throw. His throw incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the U.S. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Left side, it's Beckham. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
1st and 10.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Panthers' 19-yard line.
It's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 19 yards away. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 20.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd and 9, Newton, and that's incomplete.
Newton's pass incomplete on the throwaway.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. The shotgun snap for Newton. Rolling to his left. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
Are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got man wide open, complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Daniil Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses...
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little.
Rosas lining up for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Carolina getting set to take the field. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Legal block in the back. Return team.
Oh, we got to do our job, man.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense back. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll rumble for about 5 up close to the 40.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll drop to throw. They'll let it go deep for Baker. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Panthers.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, with the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Well, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Intended for Marlon Mack. Incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. With Jones on first down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. Second down coming up.
Brought down at the 20.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Vikings.
And this was a nice example of an offense coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down. They'll look to throw again. That throw right sideline is complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw again. Seibert complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Right side here, Beckham. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down and 10 yards to go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. It's caught at the 7-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Ronald Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And it is now 21-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it's polished off by a Viking score.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Marlon Mack now heading back out there. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And this ball's tipped and intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
6-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row,
he's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Panthers and Cam Newton getting set to go again here on offense. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take down all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Out of the gun, Newton. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw again on second down, Newton. He dumps this off to Mack, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Newton on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
A gain of 7.
And we're going to get a timeout.
Carolina.
With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 46 yards out. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this. You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use the bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just get...
That's caught inside the 20. Now he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. Big play there for Minnesota. And even 60 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. There was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he can't get away. Newton can't escape the pressure, and it's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. Pulled in at the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Not to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way. But they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And ultimately, this won't go for much, maybe a couple. But, boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The quarterback sacked by Chase Young.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you. Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
On 2nd and 12, Newton. He completes this one to Mack. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. It's caught, Jones.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 7.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Mack. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
The ball carrier.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just put their ears back and get after him now.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
He's across midfield.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, here's Newton. A slant to Jones. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Carolina.
From the gun, Newton over the middle, complete. That's Mack. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches at the Vikings' 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Newton. Left side, it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Looking to run with Mack. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive lineman.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. The throw left side to start the drive is complete. 7 yards the pickup there.
Complete to number 84.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
The wide receiver, the ball carrier.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step.
And for the 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Block with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
First and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, Newton, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up at the 38, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
The Vikings take over.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Again, it's Jones. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. A lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. Get more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away.
And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Our eyes shift now to the Vikings defense. They had the interception last time, led to a field goal.
and kept points off the board against them as well. What a great way to end a drive. Take it away and set your offense up to put points on the board themselves.
The only thing would have been better, a touchdown. Now they'll be looking to get the stop and lead to that here on the next drive. And a pass caught by Zay Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
16 yards.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Complete to Michael.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43.
First down.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On first and 10, Newton got his man complete over the middle. It's Mack. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Holding offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Again, Newton. Short throw to Dissler. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The pick up there, 5 yards.
First down, Carolina.
Newton throwing again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mack. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Newton. This goes to Mack on the check down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. They'll run for it. It's Mack. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Taken down at the 22-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On second down, it's Jones. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On third down, here's Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
This one complete to Devin Funchess. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now Newton on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
2nd and 5.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Mike can find it. He lost the football. It's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. The 20, 10, 5, and that might just submit it. A return for a late touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catcher.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of